Hey everyone, welcome back to Pickleball Prime. So let's talk about how long this new Joola Pro Series IV 16mm lasts. Again, when we left off with the Joola saga, they came out with the Pro Series IV. I got mine on March 8th. They were released, I think it was March 4th. So the question is, when you're hitting with this, how long until it starts breaking down? They came up with some sort of new age, amazing technology that was going to keep these things from delamming very quickly. Unfortunately, here is the ground truth. I started using this on March 8th, which I believe is a Saturday, and I switched to a new one on April 19th, which is also a Saturday. So I got roughly 6 weeks out of a brand new Joola Pro Series IV. A lot of this will come down to quite a few factors, in my opinion. So take what I say with a grain of salt. A couple of factors is, number one, how often do you play? Number two would be, how hard do you hit the ball? How consistently do you hit the ball? Number three would be, what are you doing when you're hitting the ball? Are you hitting dinks? Are you a doubles player? Are you an old school doubles player where you're doing, third shot drops and fifth shot drops? You don't drive the ball ever? Or are you a power player, singles player? These things they actually contribute. These factors come into play with how long this guy is going to last. I personally, on a given week, I will hit serves for about 40 minutes. I calculated it out to how many serves I hit a day. That is around 400 serves a day. That's not including when I play singles. I'll just have a basket, and from that, I'll either hit 200 in the morning and 200 in the afternoon, and then go and play singles, 8, 9, 10 games of singles. Or I'll do 100 serves in the morning and 300 in the evening, but it usually averages out to around 400 serves a day. So this thing is getting wailed on. It really is. So given the amount of punishment that I'm giving this guy, it really doesn't surprise me that it's delammed this quick. Where it delams is going to be right around these edges. I got my microphone right here. We'll see if you can hear the sound. There's a bit of wind here, but it's right around the edges here. I'm going to put it right next to my microphone. Yep, that's a big one right there. Right here is a very big one. Yeah. It's right on the edges here. I started noticing, oh, that's a huge one right there. Okay. There's a really big one. So I'm pressing my fingers right about there. It's just spongy. Yeah, I can literally press my thumb into it. Probably can't see it very well, but you can definitely hear it. That's a delam paddle right there. When did I start noticing it was getting delammed? After about 2 weeks, it started getting very hot. Make no mistake about it. These are power paddles. They are hot paddles. They're essentially you're playing with a paddle in the future. Technology has really sped up incredibly fast, and hence we have the ability to have paddles that can hit a serve at 72 miles an hour pretty consistently, and a lot of people's drives are just missiles. So same with gearbox. Those can't even be used on the PPA tour that I know of anymore. No one uses them. Protons are pretty hot these days. Selkirk, not even in the conversation. Yeah, so paddle tech, also a very hot paddle. But in terms of how fast those other companies delam compared to the Joola, I have to say, in terms of how long this guy lasts, durability, I would give it, I give it a 4 out of 10. I truly would. I'm not sponsored by Joola. I'm not ragging on them. I bought 6 of these. And when the PPA only, the UAP only version of this comes out here in the near future, they're going to be putting more grit on this. When it comes out that's UPA only, you cannot use it in USAP tournaments. When those come out, I'll probably buy 6 of those as well. So if I'm playing a UPA tournament, I'll use the one with more grit. If I'm playing in a USAP tournament, I'll use not this one, but the dual certified one. So if you are on the fence, there's been enough time that people have had these paddles in their hands to make an informed decision if $300 to drop on this guy is right for you. There's going to be a disclaimer. When I serve, I also tend to have a shorter toss, or a shorter drop. So quite often I will be hitting the ball right around this area. So that's kind of user error, take it with a grain of salt. However, once this thing starts getting delammed up here, it's just a matter of time before it starts wearing down into the center. Like I said, about 2 weeks in, I started noticing this thing getting very hot. At 4 weeks, it was extremely hot, and by the 5th week, every time I mishit it or I hit it here, it had that spongy. If you've delammed enough paddles, you know that sound. It's unmistakable. And then you test it out and you know, yeah, it's starting to delam in this corner. Once it gets to one corner, it's hop, skip, and a jump before it starts delambing all the way around. So, Joola Pro Series IV, 16 millimeter. I'm going to get about 6 weeks out of each one of these guys. If you are not someone that plays 6 days a week, you play for 2 or 3 hours every week, or you're 3-0, 3-5, 4-0 rec player that loves just doing doubles and you like to dink and you like the soft game, that's fine. This might be a paddle for you. It's a great paddle. I love it. It has great spin. The spin never wore down on it, and that's a plus. But if you are a tournament player, a serious tournament player, which I would define as someone that plays anywhere between 12 and 20 tournaments a year, the majority of them for cash or at the professional level, yeah, you're gonna burn through these incredibly fast. I still love it. It's a great paddle. I'm gonna still use it, even though it didn't last me very long. Luckily, I have 5 more of these guys. But yeah, I hope this information kind of gives you a better idea and a better understanding if it's the paddle for you. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out, it helps my channel out, and hopefully some of the things that you might be thinking about or struggling with, I've been there, done that, and I've made far more mistakes than many of the people watching this. So learn from my mistakes, learn from my stupidity at times, and that's one thing that I've learned as I've gone through this journey, is to have some humility. So use my examples, and hopefully that will help you out. It will save money, it will save your pocketbook, and it will get you the paddle that is right for you, whether it's this one or another one. In the meantime, stay safe, love each other, God bless, enjoy the journey, and always be good to each other.